Hey, this is Dave Sherwin with Dr. Joe Capone. Today we're going to talk to you about one of the really cool Dr. Oz finds, which is the African Mango product. And of course our brand is African Mango Supreme, which is a high quality formulation. For some reason we can't call it pharmaceutical grade, even though the lab assures me it is, but there's rules about pharmaceutical grade, and so I'm not claiming it's pharmaceutical grade. Some of our supplements say that right on them, but the labeling and using that, anyways, it's very high quality. Okay. Let's just leave it at that. It's a very high quality formulation. For those of you that came into our world because you purchased HCG Easy Drops, it's a wonderful add-on after the fact. A lot of people are cycling through HCG Easy Drops, meaning they drop a lot of weight, then they maintenance phase, they drop more weight, maintenance phase. It's a fantastic product to take during your maintenance phase and ongoing afterwards. And so let's talk about what African Mango does, why it's so popular, and Dr. Capone, over to you. Some benefits of African Mango.
Some of the big benefits obviously is the weight loss component.
Right.
Because of some of the science that they found behind of what it does for your metabolism, for the way that it controls your blood sugar, things like that.
And so I don't forget, when you say the word science, if you go to AfricanMangoSupreme.com, we have those studies there. We either have the study, I can't remember if we have the whole study on our website, or links to the study. I believe there's 3 studies that we refer to that this data came from.
Exactly, yeah, this is just not out of the air. This comes from actual studies and research about this product here. So, and the nice thing is that it's safe, it's natural.
Right.
You know, it's not going to create any addiction issues, and it's something that you can actually take for a long period of time without causing problems to your body.
One little side note on that.
Yes.
I recommend 60 to 90 days and not more. And that may seem weird if you're continuing to lose weight and everything, but most natural supplements tend to lose effectiveness over time.
Correct.
And so what I'm personally doing, right now I'm on raspberry ketone. I want to lose 5 pounds before the Spartan Beast, which is my next race, and I got a little bit extra weight I'm trying to get rid of. And I started taking raspberry ketone. Now next time I need to lose a little weight, I will cycle. I will not use raspberry ketone, I'll use African Mango. And the next time I'll use green coffee beans. Just as a little aside, those 3 are great to go through. Green coffee bean, African Mango, raspberry ketone. Back to African Mango, 60 to 90 days.
Yes, I like that.
To get maximum benefit, and then...
So again, we go into, it helps balance out glucose levels in the body, helps in relation to your cholesterol levels, it helps lower those bad cholesterol levels, and it actually helps bring up those good cholesterol levels.
So the huge side benefits, right?
Exactly. So metabolism, helps accelerate your metabolism, also helps suppress your appetite.
One of the weight loss benefit, one of the ways you lose weight through this is that appetite suppressing. So you just don't want to eat as much food.
Exactly, yeah, so that's going to help out. And overall, it's going to help balance out digestion.
Okay, yeah. Sweet. It's high soluble fiber, it slows absorption of blood sugar. You mentioned blood sugar. And of course, most people in the United States especially have blood sugar issues, right?
Exactly.
Up and down. I don't think a lot of people are even aware of it, but talk about blood sugar. Why is that so important to regulate blood sugar?
Well, blood sugar is one of those things where actually if you're not regulating your blood sugar, then it causes havoc to your hunger centers, right? And so it makes you want to eat more food, or it makes you want to eat certain types of food. And so you're making dumb choices with what you're eating. So that's one reason that it can help out with weight loss, is because you start eating that, you start taking the supplement, balances out your glucose and sugar levels, which then actually allows your brain to take a break, so now you're making smarter decisions with how you eat, how you sleep, how you go out and exercise. It's overall, it's going to help you.
It's pretty all-encompassing.
Yeah.
For someone who is at our store, EasyWellnessStore.com, for example, to buy any of these products, one of the reasons you might lean towards the African Mango over a green coffee bean or a raspberry ketone is if you're diabetic. For a diabetic, this is particularly helpful because of that blood sugar issue.
Exactly.
So if you're either diabetic or leaning towards any diabetic tendencies, what about hypoglycemia?
Same thing. It's going to help balance out the way that your liver produces the glycogen and glucose stores, and so then you have better balance with your blood sugar.
Okay, now this word, I don't know, I can barely even say it. Adiponectin hormone.
Exactly.
The adiponectin hormone. African Mango helps with that, destroys it, crushes it, raises it, lowers it. What does it do?
It helps balance out that hormone.
Balances out the hormone.
Yeah, because that hormone actually, they found that it helps with anti-inflammatory properties in the body.
Okay.
So it makes sure that that hormone is in balance, so that it's not creating too much inflammation, and it's not, it's not off the charts. So then it's not giving you those anti-inflammatory properties.
And increases leptin.
Exactly. Which is, again, that's one of those appetite suppression hormones in the body.
Okay. Okay. And here on our show notes, we then have references to those studies. There are 3. There's one from 2005, one from 2008, one from 2009. Let's just refer to one of them. Results over 10 weeks. They measured the subjects ranged between 21 and 44 years of age with a mean of 29.3. Several aspects were monitored, including body weight, body fat, and other aspects. Each was measured at 4, 8, and 10 weeks. And while the active group taking the African mango showed improvements, the test group did not. So just a quick, and some of the weight loss expectations, I've heard 5 pounds per month, I've heard 8 pounds per month, I've heard 12 pounds per month. You know, with all of these studies, in the end it doesn't really matter other than what it does for you.
Exactly.
And so these are very inexpensive supplements. There's no reason to not give it a shot. If it doesn't work, try a different one. This is where people, I think, because the internet's so full of marketing, hypey marketing, take this and you will lose this. That's not what we're saying. These are proven products that in laboratory tests show, and split testing, show that the control groups, those taking the product versus those taking the placebo, have been shown to lose weight. How much you would lose, just try it. It's inexpensive.
Yeah.
Why not give it a shot? And the way I work is I'm my own greatest experiment. And I'll try it. Like I said, the raspberry ketone, I'm really a fan right now. It's really working well for me. The African mango is the one I'm going to try next time I need to lose a little extra weight. That's the other thing that what I like about these natural weight loss products that have been discovered so recently. And when these didn't exist in the 90s, they weren't in any health food store or anywhere. What I love is we all deal with the battle of the bulge. We're all looking for ways to make it easier, because in our society it's hard to not be overweight. Even as an athlete, working hard and eating fairly well, I still fluctuate in my weight. I think we all do. So,
Right.
so to me, all these are just another weapon in your quiver.
Yeah, they're a natural component of being able to help with health. So.
Okay. So very quickly on the African mango, the serving size is 2 capsules per day. Typically you take that before you eat because it is an appetite suppressant. And that's probably all we need to cover. Gender, both men and women. The scientific journal Lipids and Health Disease states that the extract from African mango helped both men and women lose 12.3 pounds of body fat on average without a change in diet or exercise. So that's the most aggressive study that we reference. Age, any age, and of course you can find more at africanmangosupreme.com. This is Dave Sherwin with Dr. Kapoor, wishing you health and success.